No payment, no feedback on freelance sites. Now, this is a policy which most of the freelance sites, pretty much follow across the board, wherein unless there is some sort of payment which is made to freelancers, clients cannot leave feedback for the contractors concerned. See, I personally have, my reservations or issues with such a policy because the way I look at it, okay, there's say money in escrow and then, everything is fine till the time the contractor actually say takes a lot of time on the project. I as a client am not very sure what's going on. Eventually the contractor cancels or initiates a cancellation on the project. Fine, eventually because the money is in escrow, I get my money back. But those 5 days, 10 days, whatever time period it may be, that's gone. And for me, that time is never going to come back. And in life, time is money. So this is a policy. See, I don't have an ideal solution to the situation, but the way I look at it, I myself, let me tell you, I myself have been guilty of situations where maybe I've not, it's not been a situation where I've not delivered at all, but I've probably taken more time than I anticipated. And the way I look at it, at least, the client would definitely have, allocated certain resources accordingly. Let's say a situation wherein I have a project which is, or maybe I am the contractor, I am given a project where I am supposed to write out some content based on which there'll be say another graphic designer who will be doing some designing work around it. There'll be eventually some other individual or entity who will probably work on the binding, the layout, everything. So there's always a chain of entities involved. If I delay, then that those concerned individuals are in turn delayed. They may have had certain schedules which are affected now. So it's always there's like a crossover, there's a chain reaction, so to say. So I really feel that there has to be some way. Yes, if such a policy is implemented across the board, wherein even if there is no payment made, feedback can still be left. There's a very good chance, there's a very strong possibility of the system being abused, wherein false feedback, especially negative feedback, could be left. But I still feel that what sites are doing, what sites are essentially doing is that they are trying to gather feedback independently, wherein say as a client I've had a bad experience with a contractor, yet I got my money back, or somehow there was, let's say on sites like Odesk, Freelancer, there's no escrow policy in place, so there's no money transaction or money exchange taking place, money being sent and feedback being left, so there's no possibility of feedback being left at all. Yet I could send in private comments, at least on Elance. That policy, that possibility, that policy, so to say, is definitely there. But I think sometimes it is fair that not just the site in question, but future prospective clients, they are also made aware of the fact that okay, this freelancer contractor might seem all hunky dory from otherwise from the profile, yet there are certain issues. I as a client face such issues, so you as a client could also possibly face such issues. So that kind of the possibility for leaving such feedback, I often feel. In fact, this is an issue which I've taken up in one of my videos on how to win projects on Elance. You can check it up. The annotation is on the screen. So I really feel that this is an issue wherein time is money. So even if time is wasted and there's no money exchange which takes place, yet there has to be some sort of penalization in the form of some sort of the at least the possibility of leaving negative feedback in a suitable way. Exactly how this is worked out, I'm also not too sure, but I really feel that something above and beyond simply the the fact that no money paid, no feedback left, that's something which I'm not very comfortable with at this point in time. Cheers.